Now I'm gonna be live. Now I'm live. And once again, no one is watching. This is a real, true shame. But whatever, you know? You have to, I don't know where I was gonna go with that. I did this little hack. Cause see the pop out chat here, where I set up a window rule in Plasma to make it like transparent and borderless, and then I can just stick it in the corner, mostly so that I can see it because I only have one monitor, because it is actually going to end up behind me in the stream because I'm sitting right in the corner where I'm going to put it. Anyway, let me open up Light Excel and then I'll show you what I've done. So I line this up down here, and I resize the window so that it's like pretty compact but still there. And I have a window rule set up so that when I change the title, so document.title equals, I think it was YouTube chat, like that, would make it borderless. Oh, well, it seems like that's not how I set that up. How do you see your KDE window rules? If I go to configure window manager, you think it'll be in there? Window rules. Window settings for Firefox. This is how I made it. YouTube chat. Yeah. That's what this says. Oh wait, it worked. It did work. It just doesn't also make it borderless. So let me add another property. Title bar and frame. No title bar and frame. And set this to yes. And I don't know, see, apply initially after the window's created. Apply now. Remember, I'm going to say remember, right? Well, that didn't do anything though. But if I do apply now, and then I do remember, yeah, that did it. Okay, now I close this. Now when I focus the chat, hey everybody, now it's focused and it's fully visible or whatever. As soon as I click off it, oh, what? Okay, wait, there's another thing I need to do then. I forgot. More. No! I want to configure window manager. I think if I right click on this. Okay. Yeah, my home folder is organized. Why do you ask? Except for Go. I don't know why Go is there, and it's really annoying to me. Okay, so we go back to Firefox here. How do you do this? Oh, you click the edit button. Genius. Wait, what? What? It didn't... Okay. Well, that's not... Okay. Well, I guess I'll just do that, and then I'll also add a property show, or what is it? It's like when it's above the others. Keep above other windows. There it is. We want yes. We want remember, apply. And no, I don't apply now. If I do apply now, now it's applied, and I go like this, perfect, that's what we're looking for. Then I also just want it to be always. So would it be remember? It will be remembered, and every time the window is created, the last remembered value will be applied. Oh. When we want to apply initially, that's the window property will be set after the window is created. The force would be you can't change it. So we want to apply initially to all of these, actually, not remember. My bad. See, maybe these are unclear. Maybe this is a usability thing. The This Week in KDE people, which is to say just the KDE people, are always fixing little phrasing things inside of the UI to make it easier. That would maybe be something to look at. Because that confused me, what remember means. Speaking of remembering, I believe it's time to remember what we were doing yesterday. Oh, we got someone watching right now. That's awesome. Now I'm not lonely. Okay, so here's what we would do for this. And what's this? This is the go thing. This we don't need to look at. This I don't. Wait. Yeah, we're not using this library because I thought it was cringe. And I thought it was blue-pilled. And instead we're going to use this library because I thought it was based, and I thought it was red-pilled. Now the other thing I wanted to do was I actually wanted to look into the Discord RPC JavaScript library. I can't remember if that's just a binding to the C++ library or if it's an actual implementation. If it's an implementation, then I'm kind of dumb for not looking at it because JavaScript is the language with which I'm most comfortable. So why would I be going here squinting at C++ when I could just read JS? But I don't know, maybe there was some reason because I started this ages ago and then I left it and so let's see, client.js. Okay. RPC client extends event emitter. So maybe this is the reason. I don't see anything about pipes here. Login. See, why does it make web requests? Last time I checked, you don't need to make a web request for this to work. You just need to write to a pipe. Request authorized. So the request function here returns a new promise. This.transport.send commands arguments event nonce. What's this dot transport? Equals new transport this. Wow. That's really deep. So maybe this is why I wasn't looking at it, because it's kind of not really useful when you're writing C. Web transport API. It's a WebSocket thing, because this is basically. Oh, the JavaScript version uses WebSockets, because I do remember that was a thing that you could use either a WebSocket or like an actual pipe. Okay, so the JavaScript code is useless to us, basically. That makes sense. And whoever was watching is gone. RIP. So what I want to do is I want to hook up to Discord and talk to it and get it to show something. That's my goal. Unfortunately, it seems like this is something of a lofty goal, even though it shouldn't be. So this we don't need anymore because we were just trying to figure out what library they use. This, does this matter anymore? No, because we already did this. We're just gonna do it This is like boilerplate basically, and then we're going to build an abstraction on top of that to work with Discord. Because this is, I mean, I guess technically it has this here, but apart from that, it's not super, specific. So I'm going to close this. I'm sure I can find it again anyway if I want it. Right. This is where the fun begins. So, write object, that would be a JavaScript object, like a whatever. Write array, that's an array, that's square brackets. Write optional string, so if the string exists, then we write it. Otherwise, just ignore it. Write nonce. That's interesting. And then we have write rich presence object. So the destination, that's the string we're going to be writing to. Max length, nonce, process ID, the presence, and this is where everything starts to fall apart for me. See, here's the thing. Why do they check this? Why do they do this way, right? Look at this. First we check if it has either a large image key, large image text, small image key, or small image text, right? If any of those are present in the object, then we call this function write optional string 4 times for each of those things. But look what happens in write optional string. It checks if they exist. So why do we have this if statement here at all, when we could just call this function and this function will check if they exist? Unless it has something to do with the fact that we're going to check all of them if at least one of them is present, because we need to do something else, which is what this would be. Write object assets writer asset. Oh, that's dumb. So okay, so this does make sense. So what we're doing is essentially we're adding the object assets, if it has any assets, and then obviously it's going to have at least one of these, and then it checks again. So it's a little repetitive, but like, how else are you going to do it? You're not. I guess the assets object can't be empty. If I were doing this, I would just make it so that the assets object can be empty and just throw it in there, because like, why? Then we don't have to do a bunch of extra checks. On the other hand, I don't know, I guess it depends on what's easier, and whoever made this decided that this was easier. Maybe the client is really strict, even though it's written in JavaScript, presumably, so it shouldn't be. I don't know. Also, I just realized ARMcord they have a library for connecting to the other end of Discord RPC. I should probably look into that, figure out what the format, that might help with the format. Because while this file here technically shows the format in a very obfuscated manner, this might just tell us the format straight out. Where is... Here it is, ARRPC. Oh, no, that's not made by ARMcord. It's made by OpenSR. Well, let me have a look at the Discord here. I mean, not the Discord, source code. That's what I meant. We're going to go to src/server.js. Okay. Okay. So on message, socket, command arguments nots. And that's the same thing we see up here. Nots. And I guess this would be, yeah, because look, right? The string is, we had, so we make the writer, then write object top, so then that creates the object. Then we write the nonce. We write the key cmd set activity. Then we write object writer pid int. God, that's atrocious. But essentially what it's doing is it's making this cmd set activity args. Honestly, we might be able to brute force this and not actually use a JSON library. It would be kind of cursed. Oh no, args is like this. Then it's pid, some number, activity. We might be able to get away with just making a template like this and not even dealing with like formatting the JSON, because like look at, all you have to do is be like, oh, is there a large image key? Okay, then we add a comma, and then we add whatever goes in there, and that's it. We don't need to parse anything, do we? Oh, we need to parse stuff. We need to parse stuff. Dang it. Let's see if anyone's watching. Nope, no one's watching. Someone popped on for a second, though. Cool. Anyway, that sucks that we need to parse stuff. But we can maybe just like get something out there, you know? Throw something out there. And not worry about all of this here. On the other hand, this isn't insanely complicated. we can cut this. I don't know what subscribe does, so maybe we'll need it. Handshake we'll need. And this is really easy, right? That's really simple. It would just be v1, client ID, whatever. Simple. So let's see what RPC connection does then. So we have a base connection. We have state, starts out disconnected. We have onConnect, non-disconnect, which are functions that are defined by the user. Then we have app ID. I wonder what that could be. Last error code, whatever, we don't care about this. I don't know what a message frame is. It's probably defined up here somewhere. It's it's this thing, whatever. Don't care. Basically, I don't care. Where were we? Yeah, we have this. Then we have RPC connection. Create. So create returns itself. We have destroy, which I'm assuming it basically just calls free on a bunch of stuff. Is open is a simple function. Open, close, write, and read. Now if we look at the implementation, open begins if the state sent the handshake, and we check some stuff, and we might be connected. Otherwise, then we try to send the handshake. We write some stuff. The state is sent handshake. So we sent the handshake. Why is this here? Is this function ever going to get called again? So read, we don't care about. Oh, we don't. What? Why is this here? Because what we're doing, basically, to open the connection, is you're writing a message to the pipe saying, hey, Discord, connect to me. You know? But we didn't do that. Or, I mean, we did that. And then there's this code here saying, if we've already done that, then let's see if Discord said okay. Essentially. Where is the code that makes this happen here? Because I see here, we set the state to send handshake. When is this going to get called? Does this function get called again? So if we're connected, we return. If we're disconnected, and this, and not connection.open. We return. Oh, and the connection.open is this function. that we made right here, if I'm not mistaken. So if this returns false, then we return. Okay. What? Okay. I don't get that. Now let's pause for a second, because I just realized I didn't announce this on Discord, and I've been live for almost half an hour and I didn't say anything about it. So I'm going to hide my screen for just a moment while I make sure that streamer mode is on, because I kind of rushed over here and I didn't properly scream at the world. Okay, streamer mode's on. Everyone, we live. And I'll just throw this here. Oops. Yeah. Boom, did that. And I'll post it on Mastodon real quick. Okay. Amazing, beautiful. Now I'm going to show you my screen again. Go away. All right. Where was I? Right, being confused. I was being confused about why this is the way it is. So maybe I should go have a look at this, because this includes RPC connection, right? So connection dot no. So we call open if it's not open. Or no, Discord update connection. And I wonder, we don't care about this right now. Actually, this might matter. This might matter. You know, it doesn't matter. This doesn't matter. If I go to here and go to discord.c++, do we call update connection at all? I bet we do, but I don't remember. No, we don't. We call update presence. Now, update presence probably calls this function. Boom. Update presence. Doesn't do that. Okay, fine. Run callbacks, please. Tell me it calls this function. It calls the update connection function. Run callbacks. Or better yet, we can just search for it. Right, here's the function. Start calls it once. Oh! Aha! See that? Boom. Right there. While keep running dot load. Don't know what that does, don't care what it does. We run update connection. Now, So basically we just keep calling this function here over and over until it's connected. And then we're like, on connect, guys, connected, yay. Which is a pain. So, we got to do the handshake, which includes waiting. And if we are waiting, that's bad. Which means we're probably going to have to do a thread. How? I don't know. But I guess what it could do, because we're only going to spawn one, and everything else will be sitting still, while this thread just like waits, 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 and repeatedly does this. And does it again. And does it again. And it doesn't seem like there's a timeout. Maybe we could make a timeout for it. But yeah, that's annoying. Anyway. Let's see what initialize does. We make a new IO thread holder. Which I guess makes sense because we want to do events. So when something gets written, we want to know that it's been written, and the only way to do that is to repeatedly check if it's been written. Which is annoying. So we're doing this, whatever, I don't care. We get the PID. I don't know what this is for. Then we create an RPC connection with the application ID. And then on connect, we're going to update our handlers. We're going to update our presence. So, so the reason that we have this queue thing is because since it's constantly checking, this is meant to be user-friendly, right? So we can just go here and be like, yeah, we're just gonna connect and update the presence at the same time. And you're gonna deal with everything else, because I've already told you what I want. So now we have to have a queue to keep track of the stuff that's been asked of us. But thankfully it's just basically one thing. It's basically just queued presence. Because queued handlers, I guess we want handlers too. That's annoying. Why? It's really annoying. So now I don't know where to start on all this, because I seem to have this pretty figured out. But I want to build up to a full-fledged thing. know what that sound was. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to brute force this. We're going to go to the serialization thing. And I guess we can look at this, right? Case this. Do we even have a handshake link? A handshake thing? Handshake. So this doesn't even do a handshake. Maybe it's because it's WebSocket. Well, no, because here we have IPC server and WebSocket server. So we should be doing a handshake here, but we're not. Which makes me think maybe we just skip the handshake. Because why would you do a handshake when you don't have to do a handshake? And I guess we can test this pretty easily. We can test this pretty easily by just writing some data, right? So let's go here, PID, then activity. Don't care about buttons, we're not doing those. We have command args nots. So here's the command. Activity PID are args. What about the image? Nope, not there. Oh, but activity is an object. Buttons, timestamps, instance. Right. What's extra? Where does extra come from? Extra.buttons. There's timestamps. There's nothing about the image, but I know this does support it. Okay, let's halt that for a second. Let's go back to serialization.c++. I swear we're doing something useful. Don't care about any of this. This is what we want. So, first we've written command, set activity, then args. Under args we have our PID, that's the PID. Then we write activity, right? And then under here we have state and details, which are the presence is state and the presence is details. So let's do that. And state is 128 bytes at most, it's a string, and details is the same. So let's just make these blank for a second. Now, we're going to skip that because they don't matter. And you know what? We're not even going to do the large image at the moment. Just going to do state and details. And I think we need a client ID. Or do we? We should need a client ID. Something's not right here. Hold on a second. We don't include, we go to discord.rpc.h, discord rich presence. What? Client. Where does the client ID come in? Now, hold on. Now I'm confused. If we go here, application ID. What do we do with that application ID? We create an RPC connection with it. Aha! Instance.appID RPC connection instance. Instance.appID equals application ID. Right. So here, boom! There it is. Right there. It's an open. It's an RPC connection.open. Not right presence object. So when we open the connection, we basically yell at Discord. Oh, someone's here. Awesome. Yeah, no worries about missing the first one. It's fine. I don't know when these messages came in because I was busy talking. Right. So basically we yell at Discord, here's our app ID, and then we're done. Then Discord knows our app ID because of our PID. So we don't have to repeat ourselves. It just keeps track of that. Which I guess is nice, but we still have to repeat the PID. And that means that I have to do more work. Oh, you're the guy that asked for this. Oh, that's cool. Right, so what if we skip the handshake, but we do our side of the handshake, right? We yell at Discord, but we ignore it. And then we wait some amount of time, and then we yell at Discord again. And just assume that it responded for the time being. And that should, in theory, give us a brute forced status update, I think. So, let's go back to completing this example object here. So state and details, I got no clue what those are going to be. We'll figure that out later. I think that's documented, actually. I think if I go here, state equals new status, state equals state. That's not helpful. State equals state. Why is state always state? Where's what is state? And what is details? Oh, I think state is like either like idle or oh no, that's details. And state is like something else. Idle details, editing details. Okay, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to do that. Because I'm pretty sure state is just like a string. Actually, I know state is a string. Yeah, whatever, I don't care. Wait. For now, RPC is in a private beta. RPC is not in a private beta. What are you talking about? This is WebSocket. But this is helpful, though. This is the same thing. Kinda. I don't know how we generate this nonce. I guess we'll have to figure that out. This is a new thing. This is not the same Discord RPC we know and love. This is different. This is what we want. So, update presence. State in a group. It's just a string. That's all it is. It's just a string set by the user. Set by the user, not by us. So we don't even need to freak out about it. I'm just gonna make state and details be like testing, and this is a test. Boom. Just like that. Right. Now we're back here. We're going to skip over that. We're not dealing with parties. We're not dealing with secrets. And then presence.instance. I don't think we need to worry about this. That would be under a header. Discord rpc.h. That would be in here. Instance. What does it mean? Who knows? Who knows what it means? Thankfully, I don't care. And I'm just going to say, here we're still inside the scope of args. And then we go out 3 times. So, wait. But that's not under activity. We're under args. Then we make the activity that's out here until this still matches. So I'm pretty sure that's underneath. Yeah, it's under activity. So here we'll do instance false. Why? Beats me. But I'm assuming we want it to be false. See if what instance even does. Do we even care about it? Doesn't look like it. I don't know what it does. Maybe it's documented. Oh, it's true. An example here is true. Wait, we can see what it does. Integer representing a boolean for if the player is in an instance. An in progress match. Okay. So I was right. I was right in guessing that it should be false because obviously LightXL is a code editor, and when you're coding, this is not a match. It's just we're gaming, you know? We stay gaming. Whereas like if you're playing like Super Tux Kart, it's like you're in a race or you're not in a race. And I use that example because I play it too much. Okay, let's see how many people are watching. Whoa! 3 concurrent viewers. This is crazy. These, whoever you are, the 3 people watching this, you're real ones. Anyway. What was I doing? I forgot what I was doing completely. Oh right. So we're doing this. Okay. So this is good. Now let's write our half of the handshake. So I already know that CMD should be, I think it's handshake, right? If I'm not mistaken. Go here. Alright, this ignores the handshake. I forgot. How does this ignore the handshake? How can this ignore the handshake if the handshake is what tells it our application ID? Right? Am I crazy? How do they do that? Because if we go here, if we go to the RPC connection, we write the handshake event that's in serialization.c. And if we write handshake object, right? Client ID. Where's client? Client. Oh. Are you a hacker man? Yeah. What was the name of that website? Hacker Typer? Yes, I'm a hacker man, see? I'm hacking. Wait, hold on. How do you do this? How do you do this? There are keyboard shortcuts on this. Wait, this is an ad. That's a keyboard. Help. Yeah. Oh no, guys! Access denied. Oh no! No! Ah! I'm in. Okay, that was funny. Now, back to the real work. So, in serialization. Wait, what? We don't even say it's a handshake. We don't say it's a handshake. What? What OS is that? I am on Garuda Linux. So this is my NeoFetch. And I don't know. It's a distribution. It's based on Arch Linux, but it comes with some stuff pre-configured. It's fine. I don't know. I downloaded it. Wow. I've been using this Linux distribution for almost 2 years. That's crazy. It's crazy. I feel like I've distro hopped recently, but I haven't. I haven't distro hopped in ages. Anyway. Open sends wait, what? Send handshake. So this is where we send the handshake. We write a handshake object, which is sendFrame.length. What is sendFrame? See if anyone said anything. No one said anything. What is sendFrame? Where do we create sendFrame? Is that part of the... Here we go. It's a message frame. Which is a message frame header. How long have you been writing C? Technically, almost 2 years. Well, wait. Yeah. Technically almost 2 years. Really less long than that. Because... Well, actually, you know what? No. almost 2 years, because that is when I started writing C, even if it wasn't very good, even if I hadn't read this book or taken a class on it, which now I have. So I guess I've been writing C for about 2 years. Is this all the way up brightness? I don't know what's going on. That's cool. Oh, okay, so this is about maybe like 15 seconds of latency. That's not as bad as I thought it was. I thought it was slower. I don't know. What book is that? This is The C Programming Language by Brian W. Kernighan and Dennis M. Ritchie, who are, in fact, the people who invented C. And this is the second edition, which covers the standard version of C as of whenever this book came out, 1988, because the original version of this book, the first edition, is actually inaccurate because C wasn't standardized at the time, so basically no one uses that version of C. This book will work. Yes, that is what this book is. This book will, in fact, all the code in it will compile on a modern C compiler, even though C now has features that are not covered in the book. So it's a great book if you want to learn C. Would recommend. It's very well written. It teaches you C. Anyway, we were freaking out about how does it know that this is a handshake. So it seems like there's this opcode and a handshake is 0, but I don't know how. This isn't the right place. This is the right place. We're writing write object writer. Okay, yeah. So we create the opening bracket. Then we put the version, and the version should just be 1, if I'm not mistaken. Probably says that in here somewhere. RPC version, which I'm assuming is defined in the header. Here. Not this header, actually. Okay, I don't know what header. Oh, serialization.h, which I guess I don't have open. Let's see, where? Or, wait. Oh no, it would be applicant. It would not be this header. It would be this header. That. Dang it. Why are you like this, GitHub? This header. RPC version should be defined here. It's not. Anyway, though, it doesn't matter. We know it's 1. The version is 1. I'm pretty sure. Okay, so sendFrame.opcode is opcode.handshake, which is 0. Then the length is, we do this. Then we write the send frame so the header is binary data. The header is binary data, guys. Why? Why is the header binary data? So essentially what we're doing is we're writing, not writing command handshake. No. We are writing whatever's in here, which is just v:1 client ID : whatever the client ID is. Could you please take a quick minute to explain what you're doing? Yeah, so no one was here when I explained it. So, essentially, over 2 years ago, I made a LightXL plugin for Discord that would show what you're doing on Discord. The same, because there was a VS Code plugin that did that, so I was like, I want that, right? And the way I did it was super hacky, but it was basically the best way to do it. At least the best approach, maybe not the best implementation, but the best approach to do it at the time, which was to communicate with Python. It was super cursed, because LightXL didn't have the subprocess API, so it was like writing to a file to transfer the data. It was a mess. But then I realized, actually there's a better way to do this, which is to create a shared library and load that in, because I realized there was a hacky way to do it because I saw someone else do it. So I basically copied that idea, or I copied their method of loading in the shared library and wrote like an implementation where I just used the C++ API and a little bit of Lua C interop. That worked out. However, my code was kind of a mess because I didn't know what I was doing, and that was when I was just scratching the surface of C, just starting out. And Takase came in and he rewrote the whole thing in C++ and wrote actually fairly clean code, which is nice. And do I have it pulled up? Yeah. So all of this Lua code basically is his. I've done a little bit here to make it so that it supports big images for different programming languages. But essentially, this is his code. I didn't write it. However, I've noticed a bug that's been annoying me. You leave it open, and once it's been open for like an hour or something, it stops updating the status. The status is still there in Discord. It says that you're playing LightXL, but if you change what file you're working on, it doesn't say, or it'll get stuck on idle, and it'll just say you're idling, even when you're not actually idling. I think some of the bug was related to this actual code, and I fixed everything there, but the problem still persists. So I suspect something is broken with the connection between Lua and C++, specifically this C++ library, because it works in other games, right? But it seems like hooking it up in this exact way is causing issues. And I don't want to, dig around and try and get it to work because it's annoying. So instead, I'm going to reinvent the wheel and rewrite this entire Discord RPC library created by developers at Discord in C. And hopefully that'll fix the problem. Now, I'm not actually going to rewrite the whole library in C because that's too much work, so I'm only going to rewrite the parts of it that this plugin takes advantage of. And the parts that the plugin doesn't take advantage of, I'm just going to say, well, I don't care. If someone else wants to do it, they can implement it. I don't want it. Anyway, so client ID would be like that. Wait, would it be a string? So right now, I guess I could explain a little more. Right now what I'm doing is I'm trying to get something up on Discord. And I've basically copied all this code from them to make the connection. And I'm not going to copy all their code for like establishing with Discord what they're doing at the moment, because I just want to see results. And then I'll clean it up. But I want to make sure that I'm thinking this through the right way. I also am putting off doing multi-threading because I don't want to do it really. Okay. So basically there's a bunch of binary garbage at the beginning of the file. This is what binary garbage looks like, by the way. And then there's this. And if I'm not mistaken, in serialization.c++ here, that's a string. So this should be in quotes. That's all this is. So that's fascinating, I guess. Now the message frame, I guess we're gonna need we are going to need that. The message frame is a struct which has these things here, and then it has a char. It has a string which is just this here, and subtracts the size of the header so that we just allocate the rest of the thing. Now let's I took this from the buffer size libuv uses for named pipes. I suspect ours would usually be much smaller. I suspect yours would usually be much smaller as well. 64 times 1024. Why? Why does it need to be that big? When are we ever going to be sending? Do we use this anywhere else? Max. We don't use it anywhere else. We just use it for sending the frame header. Right? Or am I tripping? Because if we go to open, or no, not open, we go to write. Oh, we have another frame. So it'll be the opcode. We copy the data. So this is in binary. This is binary too. So when we go here, what? So we always have a frame around the message that we're sending. Fine. Simple enough. Understandable. How do these people do that then? Header. Dang it, I could have just looked at this. This is so much simpler. Send. Header is pack opcode.into string.length. So it's just the opcode and the string length, and then we write the data as a string. That makes sense. That's the same thing that's in that struct. So what I'm confused about why they did it that way. And I'm also confused about that. Go to discord rpc.c. We go to run callbacks. You're back. Hi. If we go to run callbacks, we should see it write the data. We should see it write the data. But I don't. Note on some weirdness. Internally, we might connect, get other signals, disconnect any number of times in between calls here. Externally, we want the sequence to seem sane. Wow, isn't it great when you see this? So other signals are bookended by calls to ready and disconnect. Yeah, we do want the sequence to seem sane for developers who are just going to use our API. Wouldn't it be nice if the sequence seemed sane for developers who are re-implementing it too? Guess we don't care though. It's probably also why I'm losing it here. So, where I know that it writes the header, then it writes the data. I want to see them do it. And I don't see them doing it. I don't see them doing it. And I don't understand how they're doing that. And the funny thing is, look at this Go code. Look how simple this is. Okay? 77 lines. Basically does everything. There's that, and there's types.go. It just defines these things. Just some structs. That's it. Look how easily they did that. And input mapper, which maps objects onto each other. Still though, this is dead simple in Go. Anyway, see how they make the nods, just out of interest. Yeah, I don't know Go, so I don't really know what this means. Looks like they do some random stuff though. Anyway, at the top of this is a nonce. However, I saw Rust put it at the bottom Russ put it at the bottom. So, naturally, I'm going to do it the same way. And the nonce was outside of args, interestingly enough. C make nonce. I'm just going to look that up right there. I don't want to use the library. And of course Russ just has that. Where's serialization? Here it is. Nonce. Where's nonce defined? Oh, okay. So it would be under connection.c++, right? Wrong. It would be in discord.rpc.c, right? Maybe. Ooh. Nonce is defined here. What? Ah. What? Okay. Update presence. Again, we're adding 1 to the nonce every time. Is the nonce just a number? It's just an integer? And we just add 1 to it every time we do anything? That seems stupid. No, yeah. That's how they do it. Just add 1 to the nonce every time. But it uses this special function to convert it into a string called JSON write nonce. Now, this library I wanted to use here, let's see if it has it. Nope, doesn't have it. So let's see how they do it in JS1. It's hexadecimal. I wonder if we could get away with not even including it. I bet we could. I bet we could. How important do you reckon it would be? Because does ARRPC use the nonce? It sends one. Always sends one. Doesn't use it. Wait. No, that's socket. Doesn't use the nonce. So, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to go to main.c. We're going to do some hacks. So, Should this be? It should be a char. Wait. How do you? I always forget. Yeah, this goes here. Status equals. Oh, dang it. Right. Okay. Actually, you know what we're going to do? We're going to Control H. Boom. That's still valid. I don't even care. That doesn't work, does it? No. I'll put a semicolon here. But C doesn't support multi-line strings last time I checked. Oh! No way. Okay, well I'm just going to put backslashes in front of everything. And then I'm going to make this be %s, backslash, 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 backslash. Expected identifier or. Does this need a backslash too? I don't think that actually works. I don't think this is liking that. So, make that a %s, or no, that should be a %d actually. Whoops. Okay. How about this? Please, man. Come on. I don't care if this is cursed. You're the one who said it was cursed. I didn't say it was cursed. Boom. Happy now? Yeah, looks like it is happy. So this is our status. And then, God, does this really only need to be like that? Sure, I guess it does. Just has our... Wait! This doesn't have our PID. Does the message frame header I swear to God. It doesn't have the PID. What? Oh my God. Why? Why is this so complicated? Okay, so RPC connection, open. We want to go here. Boom, send frame. Where's the PID? Where's the PID? Don't see it. Set the opcode. That's handshake. That's 0. We set the length. That's a length. Connection not right. Where is the PID? I'm just gonna do this. Okay. How does Discord know? From this handshake. How does Discord know from this handshake, essentially, who we are? Because what I'm seeing here is we send it our client ID, and we tell it version 1, and we have this garbage up here, which is just a header, apparently, and is useless. And then later, we're not telling it our client ID, we're telling it our process ID. We never told it our process ID before, we only told it our client ID. So how does it know that this client ID corresponds to this process ID? It needs to know that, presumably, otherwise everything would break. But I don't see that. Send handshake. Boom. Oh, look. The Rust library doesn't check if the handshake got received. They don't even check. That's funny. Okay. So the Rust library sends this using the self.send function, which is defined here. All it does is add the header here, and then it writes it. And the write function is not defined. I don't know Rust. But I don't see it ever giving a PID. It's just value and opcode. And the value doesn't have a PID in it. Unless that's just implicit to pipes. I don't know how pipes work. But if that were the case, why do we even need to tell it who did what? I don't get this socket thing. But what I do get is that somehow this works. So I'm going to copy and paste. Oh wait, I need to replace these quotes with single quotes. I'm just gonna brute force this. I don't care. Handshake equals. This is barely even a coding stream because like 90% of it has just been me trying to figure stuff out. I don't know what coding streams are like. I don't watch them. Okay. So now we have this. Now let's define the header type. And because this is not permanent code, I'm not going to stick it in here. I'm going to stick it in main.c, even though I know that's stupid, and I don't care. So C enums work a little bit different. I forgot exactly how you use them. I got the book here, but the web is easier. Okay, yeah. So we just need to do type def enum opcode. Oh, did I do this wrong? I didn't do it wrong. Why does this repeat itself? What's the same? I should look into why that's that way, but I don't care. Don't care right now anyway. Then we have this. Copy and paste it again. Okay. What's the fix, please? Oh. What is UN32T? Seems like we just need this std int header. Okay. And then I'm gonna make this a type def as well. And then finally, type def struct and we're going to define do that. Char message, and it is that minus size of message frame header. Oh, and this should be here, and we need a semicolon. Boom. Variable length array folded to constant array as an extension. That's what I call, nah, I don't care. Now, and enum's still let you do enum week, day equals 1. Yeah, okay. That's what I thought. Now, we're going to do something really cursed. So, first we're going to send the handshake. Then we're going to sleep 1 second, and then we're going to send the status. Then we're going to sleep 200 seconds. That's all we're going to do. What this should do is it should provide us a working test. Let's see if anyone's still watching. One person. What can I say? Okay. So, done that. Now, we need to actually write data. So, let's do this. Message frame, message. Oh, by the way, I forgot. Because that was using C++, so you have to do it this way. Yeah. Message frame equals first we need a header. comma, size of handshake, comma, yeah, we're just gonna leave it at that. Now, oh, we need a semicolon. Always forget those. Now what we need to do is frame.message. We want to go in RPC connection.c++, connection.open, and it does this memcpy thing, I think, right? Yeah, okay, we already did that. But where's sendFrame.message? I don't know. Because we make a message frame called sendFrame. Is the message just handshake? But that's a pointer. Yeah. You can't do that. Can't do that. Nope, can't do that. So what we need to do instead wait. Message frame.length. Send frame.length. Oh. Right. So we're adding the length of this, which is the size of the handshake. We're adding that to size of message frame header. That makes sense. Okay. So now we just need to find sendFrame.message. Boom. Right here. So open calls the write function. Which memcpy is this. Memcpy is the data, and the data is the send frame is a pointer to the send frame. What? Huh? So we've defined this send frame thing, right? Then we decide we're gonna write we're going to write the data onto itself, and then we're going to write that to the connection. But when we actually write here, we're writing the entire thing, the entire send frame. Plus, why are we writing a pointer to this anyway? How do we do this when we're updating the status? Oh, the answer is we don't. Oh, wait, let's just see. How do we do it when we're updating the status? Cube presence dot buffer. No. Oh my god. Okay, you know what? How do they do it in Rust? Always just come back to how do they do it in Rust. So we have the header, which is whatever that is, then that, data string, then we write the header, then we write the data string. In other words, we should be memcpy, and we want string.h. Frame.message handshake size of handshake. Just like that. Then we're going to make a connection. So how about we start up here. Connection, make connection, connection. Boom. Now we're going to do connection right, pointer to connection, message frame, size of message frame header plus size of handshake. Let's just make sure this compiles. Because I don't want to do a bunch of stuff and then realize that it doesn't compile. variably modified message at the file scope. What does this error mean? You cannot have a static array whose size is given as a variable. That's because I was copying C++. So instead, we're going to do this. We're going to do that, we're going to do that. Whoa. No semicolon. That should do it. Okay. All good, all good. Now it does the waiting thing. My Discord. Imagine not using Adam's terminal plugin. Sorry. I like console. Well, we're not having any errors, so that's good. I actually haven't even tried Adam's terminal plugin. I only tried like the older one. I might even have it installed. No, I don't. Okay, well, I'm not going to wait 200 seconds. This seems to be working, right? Totally working? Yeah. Let's pretend it is. And I should probably print something here so we know that it did it. We printed. We sent the handshake. I love that the Rust library doesn't even check for a response. If they're doing it, I'm gonna do it too. Come on. Anyway, now we have to figure out how many digits a PID is. Oh wait, no we don't. No, yeah we do. Yeah we do. Because integers are integers and they are not floats. How many digits is a process ID? Okay. Well, that's not helpful. Is there a way? I'm sure there's a way to format numbers with leading zeros in C. Leading zeros in C. Okay. So what's 999,999? That's 9. So we can just make this be up here percent 10D, or let's do 09. Right? I'm sure that's fine for now anyway, because we're gonna be using this eventually anyway. So just for a test, this should be fine. So we should rename this to status template actually. Now we need to do char status equals malloc and we're going to assume it's 9 digits, right? So we're going to do size of status template plus 9, right? Because malloc is in bytes. It's in bytes, right? Yeah, bytes. So, we create this. Then we sprintf status template get pid. Yeah. Okay. Now, frame dot header equals opcode should be frame. So this should be 1. And then we want size of, we'll clean this up later, size of status plus 9, right? Expected expression. What? I'm doing that. Great. So now we've redefined the header. Now we do this, except we change this to status, and we want size of status template is 9. And I just realized this should also be that. Now we just sent the status to Discord. I realized we could also use Sterling, but I don't care. And then we just size of status template plus 9. I realize that's hard coded, but I don't care. Let's make that. Compiled. We sent the handshake. There's no error. Let's do this bit by bit. So this that worked. So now let's try that. Still works. Let's try that. Still works. So now let's try that. What? Huh? What? See if anyone said anything here. No. What? We sent the handshake. That works. Why does writing to the connection again not work? We've changed the header of the frame. And we're doing this. That crashes our program. Why does that crash our program? I don't know. Let's try something. Yes, I use print for debugging. So we didn't get here. Let's see if we got here. We should have. I'm assuming we did. Yeah. So this line right here. Silently crashes the program. Why? I'd be willing to bet it's because the length is wrong. So you know what? Let's use Sterling. I don't care. Let's use Sterling. Makes no difference. Oh, we know this is a properly terminated string because otherwise, who knows? Looks fine to me. GDB time? I don't want to touch GDB. I don't even know how to use GDB. So I'm going to put this back just for legibility. Some ain't right. Some ain't right here. Fine, you know what? I will use GDB if it's easy. How to use GDB. Optimization. Yeah, so we're going to disable all optimizations because, you know. G3. Okay, sure. I'll add just G3 too. They added before, so I'll do it too, even though it probably doesn't matter. GDB yeah, that's what I'm doing. Now what do I do though? Okay. No, I don't care about any of that. Tell me how to do things. Yeah, this tutorial sucks. Set a breakpoint with B function name. Okay. So would I do this? And then now what? Let's see what this tutorial says. Run the program from start to... Okay, I see. You got back to me right when I found the thing. Okay, R. Enable debug info D for this session. Sure. I don't care. I don't know. Oh, I should have said no. N to step over, S to step into. Okay. Anyway, breakpoint 1. So we want S, S, oh wait, so does this mean that I could do P data? Oh, that's not helpful though, because that will that's just a pointer. Wait, I'm inside send? Oh, I should have hit step over. Whoops. Right, so, okay, so we're still good, Oh, I should have hit N. Okay, we sleep, N. Okay, n, frame dot header, n, connection right. Okay, s. Entry Sterling. What? What? Why am I looking at assembly code? What? Oh, here we go. Okay. So we're gonna n. I run Sterling before entering the function. Yeah, I know that. I don't know why I don't know why I jumped into that. I'm confused by that. Anyway. Oh, it's because it's an argument. It's right there. That makes sense. Okay. Okay. So we're skip that. Oh wait, no. Wrong thing. Finish. Aha! Program terminated with signal sig pipe, broken pipe. Well, I assumed the pipe was broken, because what else would be? Okay. Well, this is a start. Program received signal, sig pipe, broken pipe. Didn't receive it, it exited, it emitted the signal. The default behavior for this signal is to end the process. Sig pipe is sent to a process if it tried to write to a socket that had been shut down for writing or isn't connected anymore. To avoid the program end in this case, you could either... Oh, this is great! This is great. I'm just gonna throw this in right here. What header is this in? Signal.h. Great. Problem solved. How do I quit this? Oh, that's how. Warning. I don't care. Okay. Let's see. Of course it didn't work. Okay, so we broke the pipe somehow, and that's causing the program to exit. And by making us ignore that signal, nothing happens. Click here, and I do not see any status. Is there like an easy way to read pipes in Unix? I'm sure there is. Read. No. Read the socket. I just want to read the socket. I just want a command for it. Is SOCAT? It's SOCAT. Yeah, it should be SOCAT. Can I just have SOCAT like watch that? SOCAT. I don't think that's correct. Okay. That's not helpful at all. This is not a helpful tutorial. I just want it to print whatever gets written to the pipe live. SoCat. Okay, this is not helpful. Man SoCat. Print version. Help. Help, help, help. D. D. Okay. Write messages to syslog. I don't care. Writes the transferred data not only to their target stream, but also to STD. Okay, wait, so this is, by default, I can just give it the file path, right? Oh, I had done this before. I had literally done this before. Okay. So if I go here and then I just have it yeah, pipe address.sunpath. Or it's connection dot pipe address dot sunpath, and then I'm gonna do sleep 10. Now, what should happen is we can say, okay, this is number 0. Well, that SoCat watch stuff being written to pipe. That's all I want. I just wanna you need Unix Connect in the front. Well, this one has Unix Connect. Unix Connect like that. Oh, and the dash keeps it awake. I should probably have made that delay less than 10 seconds. Well, I don't see anything here. I don't see anything. That didn't work. Writing the data that comes. Check if other clients send anything there that SoCat can intercept. Well, I'll try that, but the thing is, we don't know which pipe is being written to. It seems like it's 0 here, but it could be something else. Anyway, this is on mute. Restart that. Got to make sure it's on mute so that you know. This is here. Nothing to say. However, I think this uses the Node.js one, which might use WebSocket. So let's try gaming. Playing Super Tux Kart, getting ready to race. Nothing here. This one doesn't exist, so it must be 0. This socket exists. And it's been written to by SuperTux card, but we don't see that. Oh, is LU what we want? Let's try this. I swear this is important. Let's try this. Okay. So now we should see. It says I'm racing, but I don't see anything here, so it still didn't work. And what does reuse address use? mean? Do we care? This seems to have worked for them. Oh wait, they did STDI. No. That shouldn't make a difference. That should still show up in the terminal. Let's do it the Arch manual. RTFM, as they say. This is all in man. Your dash might be the STDIO problem. Is it? What do you mean SuperTux card? Read Unix pipe live using SoCat. Please, come on. I'm sure someone else has wanted to do this before, right? This is like the most dead simple thing to do with SoCat. How to receive a file and save it with SoCat. So these people have it writing to a file, which is fine, but I would rather just write it straight to the standard output. Try-X, like at the end? No. Or here. What does it do anyway? Whoa. Okay. Forgot about that. does dash x do? Write the transfer data not only to their target strings, but also to stdr. The output format is hexadecimal. Okay. Sure. Why not? Now let's see what happens. Nothing. Does it say I'm paused? No, it doesn't. Okay, so. First address is used only for reading, and the second is used only for writing. That's what we want. And what does dash LU? What does dash L do? Why does it put me all the way down here? What? Options. LY dash LF dash LS writes to syslog LF LS LU LH Okay. I'm a little lost here. I'm also running low on water and I gotta pee. So I'm gonna take a brief break and you get to enjoy some lovely royalty-free music. I've returned from the grave. Are you sure the other apps are using that pipe? I'm not 100% sure, but look, if I use pipe 1, it can't connect. If I use pipe 2, it can't connect. If I use pipe 3, can't connect. If I use pipe 4, can't connect. If I use pipe 6, I skipped 5. But it doesn't seem like I can connect to any of them except for 0. Oh, other RPC means? Super Tux Cart is written in C++, so I'm assuming it uses a C++ library, although I guess I didn't technically check. It'd be really weird if it didn't, though. We can figure this out. STK code, the code base of Super Tux Cart. If not, what I can do is I can just reinstall the slightly broken plugin, and that definitely uses the C++ thing. But that's not. Here we go. I don't see Discord. Huh. There seems to be localhost socket on ports 6463 and 6472. Why? Let's try that. How do you do... Would that be... Okay. I don't know how to use SoCat. What's not WebRTC? It's not called WebRTC. It's called WebSocket. Yeah. How do I connect to? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Convert. So we'll do this. And then we're going to change this URL to 127.0.0.1 colon, try this port. Let's see if anything happens. Oh. Nope, didn't see anything there. Let's try 64, invert the IP in the dash. Like this. That doesn't seem to have done anything. Discord still sees that. Someone DM'd me. I don't know who that is. I've never seen that profile picture before. I'll check that later. So nothing on this port. If I just type a random port in, will it still? Okay. So the port is open. 6472. Nothing is there. But there is something on 6463. So if I go and I open title, that might actually be writing to that port. Or I guess it's not really writing. Yelling at it. But no, I don't see anything. So I can't figure out how to read anything, I guess. Using SOCAT. So that kind of seems like a... I don't know. Maybe someone has tried to do this exact thing. Intercept Discord RPC using SOCAT. Let's just see. Haha. Using cock Discord RPC. Forwarding Discord's RPC socket over SSH. This could help us. Okay, so we know where this is. And it worked. But it didn't work every time. Oh, no, it does work every time. So... So they did this with SSH. That's crazy. That's kind of insane that they did this. So I wonder if it works, if Wireshark works with pipes. No idea, but this person's doing it with SSH. So what if I just spun up? Oh, that doesn't help actually. Never mind. Wait, but they use SOCAT here, didn't they? SOCAT. This is how they did it. And they got results. Oh wait. Wait, what? Open dev/null. Oh. Right. That's on. Wait, no, what? I'm confused. Anyway, yeah, let's try the Wireshark thing. Pipes, Wireshark. Boom. Do I have Wireshark installed? What? Oh, you're joking. Okay, well, anyway. Pipes, name pipes. A name pipe looks like a file. Yeah, we know. Wireshark. If you have a capture file in the right format. Bash or Cornish. Python. What? C. Okay, wait. What is MK info? A list of packets from the file should start appearing on the screen. But this. What? What does mkfifo do? Makes a FIFO special file. It makes an in pipe. Okay, so this makes the name pipe. Cat captured up. Oh. And then this starts yelling at into here. So really, all we want is this. All we want is this. Do I not have Wireshark? No, I don't have it installed. And of course, we have to wait for it to build. That's crazy. Well, I guess we wait, or we try a different approach. I guess. Wireshark is in the Arch repos. If it's in the Arch repos, then why didn't it work? Why? I misspelled that. Terminal UI for T-Shark inspired by Wireshark. Oh! Wow, thanks a lot. Okay, so we're gonna download the cute version of it, because I am an iPad baby. I'm not actually an iPad baby. I was 5 years old when the iPad was invented. No, it was 6. Or might have been 5, depending on what month. No, I think I would have been 6. Okay. Well, that makes my life easier. Now, just go here. I don't know how to use this. Open a capture file. No. Capture options. Start capturing packets. No, not an SSH server. What? They just did it like this. Oh, well, I can just do this anyway. Who cares about Just do this. Boom. Close that. Couldn't run. Seriously? Do I need to do it with sudo? I don't care. Okay, so that doesn't make a difference. Does Discord still have my status? Yes, Discord still has my status. So, why can't we connect? Also, I kind of want Wireshark CLI instead of Wireshark Qt. Wait, what? Never mind. Couldn't run. Okay, let's see why this didn't work. This problem was discussed already before. But this is I'm on Arch though. Unless I literally just need to do this. Don't tell me. No way. Absolutely bananas. Okay. So now we do this, we do this, we do that. Nothing. Nothing. I don't see anything. Nothing here. But clearly the packets are going somewhere. 'Cause look. This is here. What's the deal with that? And let's exit this so it doesn't burn my CPU up. Now, I just want to confirm the SuperTux cart in fact uses the Discord RPC library. But I'm pretty sure it does. At this point, try capturing packets localhost at that port. Yeah, right? Might as well. And the port was so, whoa, no, didn't mean to do that. Sorry. 6463. What? Is that not how you do it? Double click on the interface allow. This one? Except that, won't that log all of my network traffic? How do I make it just be that port? Like if I click on something, right? Click on something here. I don't see anything. Oh wait. Whoa. Okay, wait. Alright. I don't see anything interesting here. Well, let's just try doing this and that, and go. Do we see anything? Whoa! But nothing of use. Okay. Let's see what happens when I open title. More requests. But nothing useful. Discord should say that I'm listening to music. Yes, it does. I don't see anything here, though. Maybe try the any interface. Okay. How do I... Okay, well, let's just see, right? What if the any interface works? I don't care. Yeah, so we're seeing a lot of stuff. Just put TCP. It's TCP for sure. Let's try playing a different song. This is muted, right? Okay, good. Nothing. Even though see if it's UDP. Nope. Let's try TCP. Only TCP traffic. That's still a lot. Yeah, I think this is... Stop and quit without saving. I think we have gotten just a tiny bit sidetracked. Maybe just a little. But what if we just make a new frame? What if we did that? Because really, that's the only thing I could think of being an issue. So, message frame 2, and this is going to be the same, except this is going to be plus status template plus 9. Semicolon, we're going to do frame 2 dot header. Oh wait, we already did that. Then we can just do frame 2 and frame 2. Je suis adultes. I don't speak French. Probably said that wrong. But I'm an adult. Good for you. Me too. Right. We're here. That looks good. Wait, this is wrong. Okay, oh, I still have this. Let's get rid of that. And is there another thing I was gonna do? Oh yeah, I was gonna do this. Wait, I forgot that I had to compile for a second. Same issue. Could the first message be malformed? I guess the first message could be malformed, but then why does it crash when we try to write the second message? Because writing Unless something about the way that we're writing is broken. But I don't know how, like, we're just doing send. Did we send? Wait. Let's try that. No. That's not it. Okay, well anyway, the first message could perhaps be malformed, and we could try for writing handshake button %s \n. Whoa, how'd that happen? Handshake. Looks fine. Okay. Now what if we did frame? We're going to print binary data as a string. I don't care. Don't at me. Now what? How come I didn't freak out? What? Or maybe this wasn't saved yet. Yeah. Didn't do anything though. That's kind of disappointing. We could try writing it to a file, but like, that doesn't accomplish anything really. Anyway, all we're doing is we're writing this struct here, which is a number and another number, and then a string. And we know the string is not malformed because we can print it. And we know that the numbers are not malformed because we set them right here and they're numbers. So something's wrong with this right here. Here's an idea. What if let's undo all this, shall we? Thank you. That's awkward. Yeah, so what if, do you need to send the size in bytes? What is the protocol? Yeah, so what you're doing is you're sending the size here in bytes of the message you're about to send, and then you send the message. And there's an opcode for what you're doing. So like there's handshake and there's frame, and I don't know what the rest of these do. Probably they do something, but anyway. That, I think we're doing the protocol right. I'm gonna try delete this. Obviously we don't want that. And then what I'm going to do is just send the template with the broken process ID. Because maybe, who knows, right? Maybe somehow that's breaking stuff. Oh, you need to pack the struct. Huh? You need to pack it. What does that mean? Structure, padding, and packing. And is that why the Rust library has here somewhere somewhere here, somewhere. I saw it. I swear I saw it. I saw it. Self.send. Boom! Pack. So Rust has it built in. How do you pack a struct? C language tutorial, packing structures. Thank God. If you add the attribute packed. Okay, so all we have to do is boom, do that. And then all this is the same, except this should be +9. Okay, let's, I don't know if Discord RPC needs it. I don't either, but maybe it does. Wait, what? No. Yeah. Okay. Sent the hint. Nope. Anyway, I don't think it needs it because they don't do it in C++ as far as I can tell. What they're doing here is connection.write right there, and connection.write is basically this function right here, which just throws the data into the socket without doing anything to it. So doesn't seem like they're packing it, unless, I don't know, it's a C++. Are you good in maths? Well, that depends on what you mean. If we're talking about arithmetic, no. If we're talking about like conceptual stuff, sure. I got an A in calculus last year, but I don't know. It was kind of an easy class. Probably most people did. Right, so packing doesn't seem to have done anything. So I'm just going to get rid of it because I'm pretty sure it wasn't present in the C++ anyway. Let's go back to, real quick, the thing that I was doing, which was writing the status template directly into here and not the status. So even though that's broken and bad, just to see if it doesn't crash the program. No difference. Okay. How about this? What if, this is going to be crazy, we do the same thing, we send the same data, even though that's not going to help us in the long run. What happens if we try to send the handshake again? And we don't do this, and then we do this, and we do this too. This is going to be broken in terms of the protocol, but maybe it won't. Okay. So it seems like when we try to write to the pipe again, that's where the issue arises. Why? I don't know. Don't know. I wonder if Discord closes it on error. If Discord closes it on error, then why doesn't SoCat exit when you're watching it? Because it would exit when the pipe got closed, even if we weren't reading it properly. You know what we could try? Yeah, I know SoCat didn't show us anything, but we could try using ARMcore. Not because... I guess that wouldn't make any difference. Because the pipe... I don't think it's closing the pipe. But how about this? Just to see. Let's see what happens if we try to write to an invalid pipe. Right? So let's just make I be 5 and then skip that. Just so we know that it's broken. See that? It exits with 1. Because that's what I've told you to do right here. So what if we got rid of that again? We did that. It thinks it sent the handshake. And it thinks it sent the status. Even though really it didn't, obviously. That's weird. So this random pipe that we know doesn't exist because the program fails when we have it try to fail when a pipe doesn't exist, does not cause... Well, if there's no pipe, then we're presuming that the pipe is no pipe different from a broken pipe? Why would those be different? What causes the broken pipe error? Inside the MTU of the system. Because a broken pipe sends you a signal. Yeah. But the current state of socket is determined by the keep alive activity. In this case, this is possible. When you're issuing the send call, the keep alive activity tells the socket is active, and so the send call will write the required data into the buffer and returns without giving any error. When you're sending a bigger chunk, it goes into a block state. There's no signal, so no getting killed. Yeah, that may be true, but what is breaking the pipe? I don't get it. When the message does not fit into the send buffer of the socket, send normally blocks unless the socket has been placed in non-blocking I/O mode. So while blocking, sent when you try to write to a closed pipe. I don't know exactly when the signal was sent or what effect the pipe buffer has on this. You may be able to recover by trapping the signal. Could you try reading the pipe? I could try reading the pipe. I don't know what I would be looking for. Sure. You know what? Let's try. Let's try. I'm gonna do... I'm gonna do... we're gonna skip that. And this would probably be max frame size. Now what would we put here? Probably would tell us message frame, read frame. Oh. So Discord also sends a struct back to us. Okay. So we would do size of message frame header. Then we would do message frame, read frame, read frame. Then, okay, cool, red equals if red oh, wait, this doesn't matter. So if read frame dot length greater than 0. What? No member named. Oh, yeah. Right. Connection read. Connection. Yeah, read frame dot message. All right. That, what now? Oh, maybe you always send frames of size max RPC frame size. No, you don't. We're subtracting. Oh no, yeah, we are sending that. But the size of message frame header. Oh, you might be right, actually. Hold on. Plus length. No, no, no. You don't. You don't do that. Okay, let's try this. Whoops. What? Oh. Ah! Ah! Expected property name. Oh my god. What? At position 1. There is that though. Okay, but we're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. So let me just print out before we write to the connection. Let's print what we're saying. This should be \n, \n, just to see if I made some stupid mistake, which I bet I did. See, this looks fine to me. This looks fine. Right? Hold on a second. If I go, dang it, let me just move this out of the way. If I do json.parse that, oh, okay, we get the same issue. What? But line 1, column 2. But that is a property name. Or does JSON only support double quotes? Don't tell me this whole time the issue has been that JSON only supports double quotes. I will commit murder. No. Missing parentheses. Oh my god. Okay. Well, that's easy to fix. All we have to do is yes, I'm doing it manually. What? Don't tell me that. Okay, hold on. So this needs to be we need to just use a bunch of backslashes. Oh my god. I'm such an idiot. Actually, whoever invented the JSON standard is such an idiot. I can't believe this. Ugh. Whoops. I swear. A different error. We got a different error. Unexpected non-white space character after JSON at position 42. I wonder what that could mean. That works on my machine. But Discord is based on Node.js, which is based on Chromium. What? Huh? What? What? Okay. That's weird. Unexpected white space, line 1, whatever. Object inside an array. Result object. Doesn't need a new line after the message. Let's see. Maybe it does. Honestly, could be it. No. But now it says it's at position 43. So yeah, maybe we want \r. No, now that's at position 44. Oh! Is it because... No, it's not because. Wait, it doesn't want the null terminator. That's it. You're right. You're so right. It's the null terminator. This'll do it. That'll do it. Data size does not match what was received. Okay. Yeah, because this should also be -1. Because we don't want the null terminator. God, that's so stupid. And it still doesn't match. No? Still doesn't match. says data size does not match what was received. Oh yeah, we also have to put the -1 here. And actually, it doesn't matter if we memcpy this -1, we'll just skip that extra operation since it's... Yes! Yes! Oh my god. See that? That's awesome. That is beautiful. Beautiful. Wonderful. We're running now. We're running now. Okay. Now, let's just try throwing a status at it, cause why not? Let me just... Oh, I already fixed that. Oh, okay. Wow, I was so ahead. You know how I'm always ahead. Okay, so we just need to subtract 1 here. And this shouldn't be handshake, of course, but status template. Actually, does Sterling include the null terminator? It does, right? Well, either way, we're going to do +8 instead of +9, because it'll be 9 digits. And we're going to, yeah, that'll do it. And this we can just leave our +8. And status. Status template is 8, and then this should also just be status. Yeah. Okay. So it's not doing anything, but you know what? This is good. So I'm going to convert this into a function. Void listen to Sterling doesn't include it. Yeah, that would make sense. Discord. This is a temporary function name. And then we're just going to go boom boom make these not be pointers. And then what's the connection type again? I forgot what it's called. Base connection. Boom. Now we can do and then we can go down here and we can just do sleep 1 listen to Discord. Whoa. Oh, right. I got a little ahead of myself. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. Wait, why would it do that, actually? Because the header tells us. Well, anyway, doesn't matter. We can see this. There's an issue with the JSON. So we can copy and paste this. Yeah, ideally you'd read the header in full, then read the bytes it tells you. That's what I do. I do read the header. right? I read first. I read this frame here. Then, if the length is greater than 0, we read that number of bytes into the message. So we are doing that. I don't know why it's, but anyway, it doesn't matter. Unexpected number in JSON position 40. I'm assuming it's referring to this. Weird. Parse. Expected comma after property while. Expected a comma at where? Line 1, column 41. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 40, 41. What? Wait, so if we just do that, now it's valid? It doesn't like deleting zeros. Yeah, you're right, it doesn't. So, but now we don't know how long the string is. I guess we just use Sterling. Fine. I guess I'll use Sterling. So we sprintf there. Now we're going to do size t status length equals Sterling. Wait. Gives an unsigned long. Okay, fine. Unsigned long then. Status. And this doesn't include the null terminator, so we don't need to do +1, or we don't need to do -1. So, let's try that. Boom, boom. It worked. That means it worked. Malloc the status with the null terminator in mind. Yeah, I do. Or actually, I should make this be a 9. I don't know. I'm just assuming that it's never going to be more than 9 digits. It might. Anyway. Now, if we just sleep, if we sleep a bunch, what? There is a semicolon there. What are you talking about? Payload requires a nonce. Dang it, I don't want to make a nonce. This is so sad. Now I have to figure out how to make a nonce. Except this library does a little cheating. They just increment it. And the nonce is, I think it's under here. Number to string, nonce buffer, nonce. Writer net string, nonce buffer. Writer nonce. And the nonce is given to us boom. Wait, no. What? Right here, it's an int. Okay. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do that. So int nonce, then number to string c. Well, I know that they do it up here. You know what? Now it uses tabs. Wait. No. What? This is indented with 5 space. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, 4 spaces. Just use sprintf. Just use sprintf. No, it won't work the same way. Because the nonce is supposed to look... also, why would they not use sprintf? Yeah, no, the nonce is supposed to... I don't need to look this up. The nonce, I think, is supposed to look a certain way. We don't have auto types. So yeah, that should be about right. Anyway, int nonce equals 0. And then we need to add, where does the nonce go? Rust should tell us. Nonce. Outside of args. Whoa. Like that. And then not plus 9, but plus some amount. I'd just say sprintf it with will that work? I don't know. I'm gonna try it this way because this is easier for me to comprehend. Now I'm gonna make another int main just to figure out how big the nonce is supposed to be. I'm doing printf nonce. Oh. Wait. It's 32 digits. So I don't need to do this. So what's 9 plus 32? 41. Now we sprintf that, get pid, and also number to string. Oh. That's dumb. Okay, well fine. Happy now? Happy now? Oh, I guess not. Oh, right. Let me do this like this, let me do nonce buffer. Oh, it should, oh, right. Because that's already a pointer. And that's already like that. Okay. No way. That didn't work. No, it's 0. And we also did the same thing. Yeah, you're right. Why did they do this? Why did they do this? Why did they do that? You're so right. There's absolutely no need for that function. You can just use sprintf. What were they on? What were they on? That's all we have to do. Also, I don't know why this length is messed up. But anyway. Data testing, light Excel, application ID, type 0. Event, no, nonce, 0. So it got that. It's responding to us, but it's not doing anything. You don't null terminate what you read. Oh. And it's putting that in the same memory. Yeah, that makes sense. So all I need to do is read frame dot message read whatever. Like that. What? This is not a 2 characters. That's 1 character. It's terminal. I don't care what you say. I'm gonna do that anyway. Assignment jar from char star. Single quotes. Oh. No, I'm smart. Yeah, that was it. Great. Still. Thanks for the clicker guide, by the way. Yeah, people are praising that, but it's out of date. I really should redo that clicker tutorial because it uses a lot of worst practices, you could say. Okay, so, but this is working. Wait, it worked? I don't see it. Huh? Or are we just talking about this? Because this works. Well, I'm gonna commit this. No, look closely. What? Look closely at what? It's acknowledging that we set the activity. It sees the this is a test and the testing, and it sees Light Excel, but when I click on this, look closely in Discord. I don't see it. Maybe is it because I have streamer mode? Hold on, let me check on my phone. Oh! It works! It works! Hold on. Can you see that? Light Excel. It just doesn't work because I have streamer mode on. Oh my god. That's awesome. That's awesome. Oh yeah, you just sent me. Yeah. Amazing. So we did it. We met milestone 1. We're talking to Discord. Amazing. Now we have to make this customizable. And that, I think, is a task for another day. So, I'm going to close this. Going to commit this. We are talking to Discord. And I'm going to call it a day. Thanks, Goldo, for all the help, because I would not have figured this out. And thanks everyone else who watched this.